Alrighty, so today we're going to go look at some industry stuff, and so I got to find out where my freighters are, because, well, okay, so I have one there. Man, I have freighters all over the place. Who knew? Yeah, I know you can't see it because it's behind this right here. All right. I'm boarding a Corvette. I'm gonna take it over to Jita. We're gonna do some industry today. Or we're at least going to look at it. We're going to see what the status of my industry is. I have not done a lot of stuff lately, and start working it. So make some more money with this stuff that I have.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard! Choo-choo.
Carolyn, 36 months as a sub. All right. Now about 1,080 gold. Everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. So, took me a lot longer today to get going for the show. There was a lot of stuff to do for the store. We're still really busy with that sale. But it wasn't going to stop the show today. Oh yes, and giveaways. There are some new giveaways up. Exclamation point giveaway. Follow the link for the live shows. There is a new tier 1. In fact, while we're flying there, I can show you all this. As for the mention of the new Discord channel, there's just a Discord announcements channel, and I changed the announcements channel to a store announcements because I have affiliates who are reposting that channel to their Discords, and they don't need to see any of our just stuff for our own Discord. So made that change. All right. Let's see here. Live show giveaways. Made a few changes here as well. I had something I had to wait for this morning, and so before I could do anything, and so I got some other stuff done. We got all right, so we got the participation trophy here still, which happens to now be the same as the Hype Train level 1. So the Hype Train level 1 and the Hype Train level 2 have been added today. So you can get in on those. And then after this participation trophy is gone, a new participation trophy will be appearing. So anyway, everything else the same on here. You can get in on all of these. And when we draw, if you're the winner, you'll get an email from us, and it will have a code in it and stuff. And it could be a month from now. It could be for, you know, it could be a day from now. It could be an hour from now. So do get in on those. And today's the last day to get in on the monthly giveaway, which is a very nice skill pack, and that is in the giveaways category in the store. There's the Eve live show giveaways, and then there's the giveaways category. Giveaways is always live. The Eve one is only available when the show is live, and I renamed it today to the Eve live shows giveaway, and I removed the dual universe one from there. And so I'm going to make those game specific. All right. Have I said enough? I know I did a bunch of stuff today. So, and it's cold here today. Let's see. You know, you can't tell it from looking, but it's cold here today. I had to cover up my bromeliads stuff outside, keep them from freezing. Yep. Welcome, Dragon. Roar. Get your asses into all the giveaways. Follow the link. That must be Nick Paw. Nick Paw probably did that. I'm betting. Yep. Yep. Is it lizard raining cold? So the lizards don't live this far north, unless you're talking about alligators, and they don't rain. They're already on the ground. Yeah, the iguanas down south. You have to be about Tampa or below. And no, I don't think it's that cold.
So, you think you're worthy of being a Markee Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that.
Right, Jeremy
In line with the other
just
dragons,
subscribed on
show me what
Twitch.
you're made of.
Thank you, buddy.
What are you waiting for?
1,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you. Woo. I think I'm gonna get Twitch alert stuff going on so that we can see when there's a hype train here on the show too. Yeah, one step at a time. I tried to get a timer working today so we could time out the missions, but I didn't come up with anything I liked. The overlay showed kittens. Wait, what did I say? What? I saw somebody yell kittens. I didn't see it. What was it?
Warp drive active.
Said get your kittens. Really? That's not what it said on my thing. Wait, how did that happen? It really, the bark really changed the word asses to kittens? Can I replay that bark? Yes, I probably can. Let me see if I can do that. I want to see that. How would that's my own bot. We didn't program that into there. How did that happen? Let's see here. Get all your joyfuls into the giveaway. This has got to be something my programmer for that put into there that I didn't know about. So it changed asses to joyfuls, it changed asses to kittens. Oh, Charlie, you ordered one of those bottles for yourself? They're
Drive
nice, actually.
active.
I guess. Get all your butterflies? I honestly didn't know that he put something in like this to take out bad words. That's awesome. All right. How nice. Okay. That's funny. Yep. It is changing things into a different word.
Drive active.
That's pretty funny. Well, I guess my programmer was thinking about keeping the show safe.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Oh, you won in the raid, huh, Rick? Still waiting for the date to deliver. Yeah, it didn't take too long. I ordered a couple of them too, and it did not take too long. So
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
yeah, and the water bottle he's talking about is this right here. So this is I think this is the 40 ounce. So it's a little bit bigger. I have the other one too. I was refilling it too often. It's good for like going someplace or whatnot. But all right, so we're gonna look at industry stuff here, and I think I'm gonna hop into this freighter. Probably gonna need the freighter. Make sure it's fit properly. It is. Okay. So now my BPC's here. Let's see if there's anything I need to take with me. And what does it take to build these? Oh, I have a bunch of jobs done here too. $157 million, and they sell for 168. Right. Take to build these. $159 million, sells for 361. All right. I don't know where I got these from. 187 and 77, not Not worth it. Right. Bunch of drone rinse. All right. And then this stuff, I don't think I need any of these. I have this Galante control tower one. You know, we were talking about these the other day, and I think to build them costs a hell of a lot more. 111, 138. I don't know if people are actually buying these. I'm kind of surprised, but all right. Both of these, there seems to be a market for them now. I originally put them in here, just kind of putting them in storage because there was no real there's no real use for them after they got replaced. No trash. I use XSplit, and I do run the Eve clients in a window. If that's what you're asking. All right, so I am not going to be taking all of these out. It's worth 1.3 billion for these. It's actually worth more than that. Probably worth about 1.4. .6. I will pay to have somebody run them out. What I'll do. Looking at something in the store. All right. Pauses are a quick and easy base of invading someone in J-Space home. Yeah. Yeah. Our Looker Bane, hello. Hey, I'm probably gonna take all those out of there. And so all right, 2.251 billion. It's not very big in size. 75,000 cubic meters. All right, I need I'm gonna take a different ship. Trying to think of how I'm going to do this. All right, I gotta find where I have all my manufacturing at. I can't remember the name of the... Oh, I know how to see it. Just go into my industry here. Vassal Moon 10. Public courier. I don't know which one it is. Facility chemical tech. This one. All right. How many jumps is it? 13. And 20 million. All right, that'll probably get there before I do. All right, so I contracted that out to go there. And then we're going to switch ships here. Is Cheetah a reasonable place to build stuff? No, I don't think so. My facilities are not here. Yeah, see, my contract's already been accepted. I knew that somebody would get that right away. All right, so manufacturing. Right.
Warp drive active.
Hostiles here. All right, we are headed out to... Oh, I got a special mission there. I must have gotten that after I did finish that last mission last night. Okay, I need to not forget about that for 7 days and miss it again. Right?
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Right. So we're on the way to my manufacturing facility, and I have not done any heavy manufacturing in a couple of years, but we were talking about that bowheads, and it looks like orcas are probably good money now, and so I'm gonna see what I've got. I don't know. I know that I have an orca blueprint. I do not know if I have a bowhead blueprint. These blueprints are just super expensive, and
Warp drive active.
they're very expensive raw, and the blueprints that I have been researched, and most of them fully researched. Some of them you only research them so far because you don't get any benefit beyond the point of a certain point. And it's usually with the really big items like an orca, you don't take the timeliness, you know, the time research all the way to 10 or 20, whichever it is. I don't remember. Because you can that only applies to manufacturing when you are doing it constantly, like a lot, and you're running all your lines so that you can make more profit. And at that, you'd be making like 8 of them in a month, and so you'd bring up the research so that you can make 9 of them in a month. Now there is a thing with that you get discounts on, like if you have a 10% discount on all of your manufacturing costs and you do just one, you'll get just the 10%. But if you do 11 of them, then you can start getting some of them for free. And it's a little bit complicated. I'm not saying it exactly right. Maybe we'll have a good example to show when I get up to my manufacturing facility. Do I have all the blueprints for the Orca parts? I believe I do, and I believe they're all fully researched. There is, now they made a change to the Orca. There might be one part that I don't have. For the follow, welcome. And so I would need to figure that out.
Drive active.
Henlinger, hello?
Drive active. Drive active.
Things are good, Tenlinger.
Drive active.
Sambo, hello? A lot of industry is transporting, and so you end up doing a lot of that.
Drive active.
Oh another dragon boarding the train. All aboard!
And appeal.
Choo choo.
Ooh, 76 months. All right. Let's see here. 4,560 gold. Everybody here. In your honor. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated for the support. I'm cold today. It's cold outside. It's not as cold as most of you guys, but you know, for Florida, it's cold.
Warp drive active.
Hey, Dan.
Warp drive active.
Goes to Pew today. Well, we're doing some industry. So, then maybe some Pew. Industry first, though.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard! Choo choo.
Tanker.
Official IMO.
Tanker. With
Warp drive active.
100 months as a sub, and that started a hype train. We'll see how far we get on it, if we get anywhere. Hasn't quite hit level 1 yet. And there is some new stuff in the giveaways for hype trains. Exclamation point giveaway. 100 months. 8,000 gold to everybody here in Tanker's honor. Thank you, Tanker. Much appreciated. Oh. Century Club. There you go.
Warp drive active.
Thank you for those 100 bits. There is 100 gold. Everybody here in your honor. Doesn't look like that moved the needle very much.
Docking permission requested.
Oh, we are here already. All right. So, the question of what are we building? We're going to look at orcas and bowheads.
Docking request accepted.
So, I have another freighter here. That I didn't quite remember about. Alrighty then. Best buddy Fenteru has come back to Eve. Who is that? Don't know who that is. All right, so now the stuff that I've got here, go into the corporation hangars. The guy who was stalking me some years back. Oh, no wonder I didn't remember their name. I still don't recognize their name, but okay. Now, all right, so materials. And then from fleet hangar, we've got these are all materials. All right, so when I look at my wealth and everything too, you know, I count it this way, but I am the owner of the corp too. So it says I have, you know, 762 billion in assets. What it doesn't include is all of this. There's another 1.8. That says there's nothing there because those are all copies. Copies officially don't have any value, even though they do. T2 stuff, T3 stuff, and Triglov stuff, and then the BPOs, another 17 billion, but you double that because these are all fully researched. They are, they're all researched. So they're worth at least double. And like here's an Athenor blueprint. And yeah, okay, so I think I have, oh, and then I have materials, another 45 billion. I have some mining stuff. Those materials probably need to be stacked with me putting everything in there. And then stuff to research. There's not very much research left. So all right, let's look in industry here. And I've got some stuff going on here. Got some more structure stuff that's 69 days away. I wonder where my Orca blueprint is. I didn't see it. It's a little scary. I know I have it. I was building them. All right, this spike here. Probably going to want to restart this as soon as I can. Okay, well, I'll have to come back to that. I don't understand. Is I look up Spike and it doesn't say anything. It said I didn't have it. Oh, that's in research. All right, that's stuff to research. Okay, well, let's get another run of this going. So this cost me 263 million to build, and it's worth 449. So I make about 200 million per month. This is one of the very rare T2 original blueprints. And if I were to sell it, it goes somewhere between 10 and 30 billion to sell it. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was between 10 and 20 billion, I believe, if I remember right. I'm not even sure I remember right, because I've had it for a long time now. So I have two T2 BPOs. And this is going to sound strange, but I don't remember where I put the other one. I just don't remember where it's at. It's probably in one of my characters' research queues, or he finished and it went into their, you know, inventory or something. I know I have another one. I haven't seen it in a few years. I don't know what to do about it. It's not like I can create a ticket saying, I know that I have another T2 BPO. Where is it? It's on one of these 20 accounts. It's a great investment and appreciating as we speak. Will JEV assets help? Maybe, yeah. But I'd have to hook up each one individually. JEV assets crashes under the girth of my inventory. So, like, it can't handle all my stuff. Yeah, JEV assets, Google it. It's a great program. But it seriously, it crashes under the inventory. So, yeah, it can't handle it. Well, anyway, so let's get another one of these going. It's a 30-day thing. It'll make 2.75 million. I keep the inventory for making these here quite often. What I need to do is I need to set a calendar item that says, go look at your spike. It's finished, so you can restart it. Nolan says, cheers, everyone. All right, so I have some stuff here that's in my research that is finished. Look at this. I've finished almost all my research stuff. It's pretty incredible. Wow, 66 million in 131 days to research that up to 10. All right, there we go. And then this, can I get it all the way to 10 right off the bat? I can. These are auto-targeting. I'm not sure why I'm even bothering. Do people even buy these? Is high-sec manufacturing worth it though? Or isn't the taxes stupid? So, the answer is, I have been able to successfully do it. And, but I'm very picky on what I build. And so, I haven't wanted to do manufacturing in null because of the transport costs and everything. And like the null area that I live in, it's like at least 3 freighter jumps. And I don't want to do that. Now I could go into low sec, but even at that, you know, getting stuff in and out of there, you know, I don't know. So my opinion is that that I'm doing okay in high sec the way I'm doing it. So, all right, so I have only one other item here to potentially research, and I don't know, let's see here. For time efficiency, 86 million, 131 days. I don't know if it even matters. So it's 83 million and they're worth 96. I don't even know what these are used for. Oh, these are big guns. These are XL guns. Like really big guns. That's like Super and Titan guns. Not sure there'd be much of a market for them in Jita. Oh, people are buying them. And so at time efficiency, time efficiency, too hard to make. Make about 16, takes 5 hours. Time efficiency only matters if you're gonna run 30 days. So 130, 10.7 or 10.9 billion and 12.5 billion. There's not enough of these purchased to even consider doing that. If I were turning these into Tech 2, the efficiency on this doesn't matter, or does it? There's even things that I don't know in here, right? All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just take it all the way up to 20. So it's gonna cost me 86 million And so system cost index 63 million. Whee! All right, so that one's training. All right, so we got those jobs going. Got some of them be done in 5 days. These structure ones for building Athenors, I think we're going to look at BPOs here, and I definitely have a lot of them. Here's the Athenor. It's 9 and 18. What I calculated on this was that I could not get any more time out of this. You know, on building these, like, oh, well, shit, look at that. For the time research, 427 days. What the fuck? For the other material efficiency research, 427 days. Guys, that's a year and a half. This is where, do it. This is where it can really matter to put these in a facility that has bonuses for this research stuff. The problem is that this is only in player-run stations, and if it gets attacked, and if it gets attacked and the station gets blown up, this will drop for some lucky bastard who loots it. And so that is why I do this stuff, and I pay more to do it in HiSec. And so for this, it's not gonna happen. So for job runs here, so I finished researching this. Okay, so let me see if I even have the input materials. Materials? No, I do not have them. And the output is going to go to first division. And so if I were to build it, it would cost me 897 million, and they're selling for 833 million. Not worth it to do it right now. Here's what would happen, is that all of these things, I can build all of these, and I can build them efficiently, but you know what? Bonus stations you've been able to find to research or player run? That is not true. I am in one right now. Don't come here though. I'm telling you right now, find a different place. The reason is, if all of you go, oh, Markee is manufacturing his shit out here, I want to go be near Markee, and because that's a place that he chose, here's what happens. Y'all wreck it for everybody, and I have to move my facility. Because the more people that there are manufacturing in here, the higher the costs. So, Sambo, yeah, you're being blind. And I'm not saying that in an evil way. I'm just saying that in a truthful way. There is a industry finder, and let's see here. Industry Let's see, activities, inventory, social, utilities, structure browser, utilities, structure browser. And then, what are these buttons that I can't hardly see? So, all facilities in this region, structure type, reprocessing plant. Let's see here. All facilities, public facilities, corp-owned facilities. Let's see here. Wow, is this really like... Wait, did they change this? Oh, okay, so I had it just on refineries and this. Let's see, I can uncheck this, and I can just go to regular station. And then here we are. So station type, and then all right, and then services here. Yeah, I've got, let's see what here. Oh, reprocessing plant. Okay. Let's do research. Is there a research one here? No. Fitting, insurance, LP, market, militia, moon drilling, recustomization, reprocessing plant, security office. All right. So, all right, here we are. So I've changed these up here. And so this is the one I'm in, and it has all of these facilities. So it has Clone Bay, it has fitting, it has industry, it has insurance, LP store, market, militia, repair shop, and reprocessing plant. Okay, so it has industry. You'll find that some of these do not have industry. So like this one does not have industry. And so you are interested in industry. And so service filter, industry, and there we go. Now you're just looking at stuff that has industry. For industry, use the industry window under facilities. Okay, so that's another way to look. Facilities, and then all facilities, current system, and I could do current region, and then you're right. This is a little easier to see. There are two ways to see this. This is a little bit easier. And so here's a second one that offers full service in here. This offers full service in here. The red bar under there is how much of attacks there's going to be. And some of them are higher than others. Like, let's see here. Like JITA, you can manufacture things in here, and the system cost index is 21.53. Holy cow. You can't do any research in there or nothing. .lan also shows you. Yeah, that's another good tool. That's external of the game, but yes. So anyway, my facility here, I'm at a 2.09 on that. Let's see, material efficiency is 3.59, time efficiency is 4.72. And so if I wanted to say to myself, okay, so I want to do, well, this is a really good example. If I were going to be doing time research on it, because it's 427 days and it's going to cost 758 million. 758 million. And so the tax in this one, the system cost index is 3.59. Okay, so if I go here, it's 3.59. Here it's 3.93. Here 3.93. I think I can actually turn these by. We could find the lowest here and get out of the forge. So. Well, this is a Rotoru. See, it would be better there. But you know, when you're doing something that's a year and a half, holy shit. Are you going to keep tabs on whether or not the station is still going to be there in a year and a half? Because if that station gets attacked, then you lose that. Because it has a chance to drop as loot. And then somebody else has a shit ton worth blueprint. This thing is expensive. We haven't even looked at that yet. So, all right, so here's a station. This one is 1.16. It's in low sec. Might be, it might be worth it to go there. We'd save 2%. But you still have to get this thing up in there. And let's show the market value on this. 5.5 billion just to buy a raw, unresearched thing. No, asset safety doesn't really, does asset safety still happen in high sec? I'm not sure that it does. Does asset safety still exist in high sec? You know, asset safety, okay, so here's another thing. Okay, so Nick Paw says it does. All right. But if it runs out of fuel, or they pull out this one module that's in it that stops it from tethering as well, there is no asset safety if that station gets blown up. And so if they forget about it, the player quits playing who owns that or whatnot, you can lose your blueprint. So Quantum Core, that might be the name, yeah. So you can lose your blueprint. Okay, so now we've looked at this, and it's 5.5 billion. Now researched. We want only BPOs. Blueprint original. There are 2 for sale. There's one for 6.5 billion, and they've trained it to 7 and 16. That's actually a really good price. In my opinion, that is a really good price. That is a year and a half of research, 2 years. That's a really good price. This one, 6.3, and they've researched that up to 12. I'd rather pay the 6.5 billion and get this one if I were buying one. So if your pause runs out, it'll give you a chance to get out. Yeah, you know, so listen, if you are in the game every day religiously and always paying attention, that's fine. But you're going to forfeit that 750 million because you're going to have to cancel the job to get your shit out of there. And we take vacations. There's going to be 3 days coming up here, December 7th, where I may not log into my EVE accounts at all because I'm going to be playing Vanguard. Actually, I probably will log into them just to get my dailies. And yeah, and life happens. You break a leg, end up in the hospital. I mean, you know, stuff happens. Me, I'd make sure my laptop was there. I might be on drugs, but I can still market trade. Oh, that might be a bad idea. No. All right. So I'm just saying, And when you're buying really expensive shit like this, look on contracts. Because as you can see here, literally, if I want to get this to a 10 and 20, then it's going to cost me 3 years of time and 1.5 billion. Your medical insurance claim, 3 months lost wages, and 10 Titan BPOs. Right. All right, so let's talk about this material efficiency here and everything. And so it is 1s all across here, except this one is 3. And so if I jack this all the way up to 8, which is the max that I can do, this is 8s and this is 22. So 8 times 3. Why I don't know that one off the top of my head. 24. I can save money on 2 of these with having it 22. Now, did you know that you can click on these and you can select that as 10, and then you can select this as 20 so that you know what it is, and then I still can't get another day out of this. I'm still 5 hours over in this facility. So I don't have any additional savings in here by doing this. And this is what I had calculated before and why I was not currently researching it. So there you go. If you are manufacturing in another facility where you're keeping a good eye on it, a player-run facility, then you can do that. It's just incredibly risky. This one right here being a 9 and an 18, I would ask no less than 10 billion for it. No less. And if you are planning on doing a lot of manufacturing, then maybe that's something you should do. So it's 7 billion in cost to build those, and it's going to sell for 6. Oh my. All right, so let's see here. What are people selling them for? 797. And it cost 897 to build it right now. So this one's out of the question at the moment. Market conditions change. Things change. You know, you can take these structure component parts. They're a lot cheaper, and you can go and build them. But you got to remember not to leave them there. So I believe it includes the job cost. Doesn't this include job cost? Thought it did. There are, I would love to just run my own stations to build stuff, but last time I tried that, people found them and blew them up. So that's only materials. All right, well, so it adds 20 million to the cost or to build it here. Okay, so blueprints, we're not doing anything with this one right now. Looks like I can build some of these. I brought in some materials. Oh, and I have my delivery is here of other stuff too. Let me I don't think any of the originals need research. No, they don't. Okay. So Okay, those are in there. And then these are all just BPCs. A lot of these I got from loot. And I used to build a lot of Templars and stuff. So a lot of this stuff is if I was going to go manufacture stuff in Null, then I would take these out there. Oh, and T2 BPOs. Take those out of there. Or BPCs. So here's even a Nyx. Built my own Nyx and Nithauger. Those have a value. I mean, people sell them in contracts. Yeah, so 70 million or so. And you can fire off copies here in HiSec. I don't know how much it would cost you to make a copy, though. There's just a ton of stuff there. So what's the cost on this? 14.7 and 20.25. That one's not too good at the moment. 14.7 and nothing. Oh, defense field purger for a capital. Yeah, I bet you there's none for sale out here at all. Oh, there is. 51 million. It costs 14 to make, but I bet you nobody's buying them because you'd use these for PvE, not PvP. Here's 2 that sold for 52. 1 that sold. Somebody accidentally sold 1 to somebody else real cheap. This is part of building a capital ships. Actually, this goes into materials because it's used for building something else. 634 and 563. I could make some money off of these. I need core though first. $1.7 million and $3.7 million. Okay, so there's some of the, you know, what I've talked about when I build rigs, I double my money. And so, and this one has a pretty good market. Not many people making them. I don't know how many I could make. I could make 6 of them. Cost me 10 million and I'd sell for 22. Why does it say only 22? All right. Ships. I used to stock up on catalysts and stuff before Burn Jita, and then I'd have a bunch for sale in Jita whenever Burn Jita went on, and I'd make good money on them. Not much money to be made on those. What's that Galante control tower? They just brought in here. Materials. First division. 111. 138. Forcers are good Burn G to ship to? Yeah. Well, they don't do Burn G to anymore. Or at least they haven't in quite a while. Alright. Let's see here. These ones tend to do well. 3.9 billion, 4.9 billion. I don't have enough materials here. Ammo is always a good one. You can almost always make money on building ammo, but it's slow. And so 5.85 and 6.9. So if we took this all the way up to a month's worth, 30.9 million, and it would sell for 36.9. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Well then, forget that one. Iridium is not heavily used. If we looked at like antimatter or something like that, yeah, be different. All right, so this is 295,000 and sells for 419. 311 million and 444 million. I don't think that there's 1,059 of them sold in a month, though. There might be. There's not many of them on the market. Now, see, there's another thing, too. So you can build some of them, put them on the market at these higher prices. They're not very well used. Somebody bought 523 of them? Holy shit. And that's at $395. That's why the price is way up. Let's take that back down to 1. Yeah, it still works out. But there's that. I gotta get making more salvage, man. If you, there are some applications out there that people provide that if it knows what you've got, what blueprints you've got, and what materials you got, it will tell you what to build for the highest profit right now. Those people typically gate their stuff to where you have to pay them like Plex or something, or ISK in order to unlock the extra functionality, which I think is legit. You can do a paywall in a website as long as the payment is done via in-game currency. If it's done externally, I don't think it's okay. I think that violates the rules. So, yeah. Large EM shield reinforcer. 342 and 335. And these right here, I mean, you can get a lot of mileage out of these. 73,000 and 139. That looks like double. $221, 110. You do not want to put 1,500 of them on the market at once. I can tell you that right now. If you do that, what happens is everybody starts undercutting you because they're like, it's going to take forever for those to sell out for me to sell my items, so I'm just going to undercut them so I get money sooner. You put them up at a unless you want to price them higher, you know, like price them at 200,000 or whatever. Like this guy, he's got 880 of them at 200,000. This is just exactly what I was thinking. And so, and they cost you what to make? 73. So he more than doubles his money, but he has to wait and sit on them on the market. Now, let's see if these have ever hit 200,000 in the last year. God, this is hard to read because somebody paid at one point some ridiculous amount that put it all the way up here. They paid 350 million for one of them, which screws the graph so that we can't see what's going on here. All right, so let's take that portion out. We still have trouble seeing. God, these hold steady. So 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, 1.9. There's 2 million. And that's back in September. And how many were sold? There was a lot sold. See, there's a huge spike. 1,000 of them went out. May not be good enough to see. Scroll in. Huh, this is interesting. I didn't know that I could do this. But even this, you have a hard time seeing. You can't get it to, let's see if I make this bigger. It still is going to go above that. Yeah, that one's just really hard to see. But you could place them at 172,000 here and probably sell quite a bit of them. So, you know, and they cost you, what did they cost again? 73. Make 100,000 on each one of them. You'd sell, you know, you'll sell 100 of them in a day when the market gets low. But you got to keep on your stuff and you got to come back and you got to check on it and everything, like I do. I have stuff for sale, and here's my market orders. Here's stuff for the forge. This expires in 16 days. My philosophy is when it's under 30 days, I renew it. And so I do it just like this. Oops. There we go. You see here, I'm top of the market. I'm way top of the market. I modify it by just one little thing here. And now it's got another 90 days. And it will sell. I have that pegged that it's hit that high 3 times in the last year. That's why I put that price. So just hitting it once in the last year, what does it matter? 3 times in the last year? That's a pattern. So here, similar thing. And somebody's priced even higher than me. I just modify it. And so as long as I check these every 30 days, I'm okay. See, where'd the market stuff go? There it is. Oh, now this one, I need to re-up it. These are all pause things. All old pause things. So I'm going to modify this one, and I'm going to go under them because it's not very far away. And there we go. And then I have other stuff here that I'm playing the market. As long as it hits the point 3 times in 1 year. And so this right here, 3 times in 1 year, it's hit this. Yes, there is a skill to train for how many market orders you can have. I don't remember how many it is. I have 305 max. And and I believe that I have most of the stuff. And here's my base broker fee, 3%, transaction tax, 3.6%. Those would both be 5 if I didn't have my standings up. I believe those are both 5 if you don't have your standings up. And I've got 183 billion worth of stuff sitting in the market. These things, by the way, their prices go up and down quite wildly. And so you can see they're kind of all over the place. And you can put buy orders out. So you can put buy orders out for the 3-time low, which would be like this right here, like 16.5, and then a 3-time high within a year. This I consider kind of to be one time. I want them to be kind of separate. And so this would be the 3rd-time high in 23.97. And what do I got it at? I got it 21.9. So you know, that's how, if I were buying low, selling high, that's how I would measure what I'm paying. Character can manage up to 305. Yep, I got 305. So I've got all of my trade skills except for one done up, and that's the, I don't even remember. It's in trade. Marketing, increase skill at selling items remotely. Each level increases the range from the seller to the item being sold. One level allows sale of item within the same solar system. 2 levels extends to the range. Oh yeah, so I wonder why I don't have these all the way. That's interesting. Procurement. This is if I wanted to place the buy order at a remote station. And then day trading, I do have this in my queue. So advanced contracting. Didn't know it was a thing. All right. Well, I may work on this stuff more later, but I'm able to do everything right now. I have the lowest fees right now, so. It's here, yeah. It's in this region. This is also why I choose my facility here, because I can see all the prices in Jita region while manufacturing here, which helps me a bunch. I'd have to have another character or some sort of remote tool to tell me. I mean, like Eve Workbench will tell you what the numbers are and everything. So. You don't need them to 5 unless you're in domain. You believe no other regions have 25 jumps between the largest distance? 20 jumps? Yeah. I seem to do fine with it. I haven't run into any problems, so. I got a lot of stuff here that's at 16 days. Do I have? Oh my god, I have a ton. Holy cow. I have a lot. Oh, I have way too many to sit here and do them right now. Yeah, I got a ton. I always move them down one tick whenever I change them. All right, so we're gonna stop messing with those. I'll do those offline. Let's see, mining laser optimization. 262 and 315 makes a little bit. It's not a whole lot over 30 days. Mobile micro jump unit 2.94. I wish you could set this in here to be defaults. You can't set where you draw your materials from and where the output location is by default. You have to set it on every single item. And I do not have enough stuff to do these. I could place buy orders out there, and that's what I sometimes do. Sometimes I'll place buy orders out there for items that are not too big. I don't want to have to take a freighter into low-sec when somebody sells me the shit in low-sec. That's dangerous. So tractor units. 9.6 million and they sell for 11. Man, I remember when these were 2.5 million. Something's changed with them and they cost a lot more now. See, here's one thing to do, and I wonder if like the small tractor beam, like, you know, if I wanted to make a bunch of these, I need a bunch of small tractor beams, and I should just make them and output them. Here's my Orca blueprint. All right, it is 10:18. And if we build one, 2 billion, 1.8 billion, what? All right. No good. No good on those costs right now. Man. How often do they go above 2 billion? It's only 2.13 billion. 0.9, so it'd make 100 million on them. Not enough. Not enough, especially since you can't transport these either. You have to fly them to market. They don't fit in anything. You can't put them in a bowhead. They don't fit into a they don't fit into a freighter unless you no. They don't fit into a freighter at all. Or do they? 500,000. You have to cargo expand the freighter, and then you may as well just fly it in if you're flying a damn freighter. And I never cargo expand my freighters, ever. I sometimes will make them, you know, give them alignment efficiency when they're flying empty, but otherwise they're always brick tanked. So, all right, well, that's a no-go right now. Here's procures. 55 and 54. Damn. You have to really look at what you're building. Relic Analyzer 1. 49.68. Is that really what it's selling for? What is it down here? Just barely above the minimum. Salvage drones, 81, and they sell them for 65. Oh my god. Stand-up moon drill for the Athenors, 121 and 157. Yeah, that looks promising. But I don't have all these parts. Yeah, it moves around what you make money on. You don't always make good money on everything. So here's a lot of the structure stuff for building stations. Well, that was in research. It's all the way researched now, so it can go to materials and first. Look at one. 13 hours to make one. 144 million. 164 million. And I actually don't think that people buy these a lot on the market. I think they do. Excuse me a moment. Spam call to the company phone. All right, so I don't think that there's a whole lot of these that sell. Yeah, it's not worth doing them really. I'm not sure that there's enough traffic on these. People who are needing these are manufacturing them themselves. So they're not buying them from other people. At least that's what they try and do, is manufacture them themselves. Give me just a moment, helping out a customer. So I would build these for myself. And, you know, being the, you know, when we look at like the Athenor and how much it costs to build and everything, and it says kind of upside down, well, you kind of got to do the math on these, on your cost of your acquisition of your goods, you know, what it's going to cost you to make the individual components, and then add that together, and you can make money. But you got to be, I think the right word would be fastidious on it. You got to really pay attention to the costs and to everything else. And these right here, you know what they're selling for, the market isn't very good here for it. And so when we look at the Athenor and it shows out of whack on the price where I'm going to lose money. See, if people are selling them for 51 million, and that's what it says here, but I can make it for 42, and it takes one of these, or however many of them, you know, that's 20% difference. And when you are looking at like the Athenor and the cost for it, it's showing you the retail prices, the buy prices, if you're going to buy them on the market on average. So another thing you can do is that on these things, people have them and they don't know what to do with them a lot. And what I mean by that is that look at the, you know, like the average lows here, you know, 42 million, 35 million, several of them sold. And so has anybody got a buy order up for 35 million? There's 2 for 41, 1 for 33. You could put a buy order for 10 of them for 35 million. And, you know, then you save yourself even more. Just because you want to manufacture things doesn't mean that manufacturing it is the right way to go if you're trying to make something to resell it and make money. Survey probe launchers, kind of an obscure item, 8,300, and they sell for 10.2. ultraviolet medium. You find part sales aren't bad? Well, you can, if you're willing to do the low volumes. See, that's what it says, the low volumes is the problem. 28.8, 11.2, 227, and 89. Wait. How does that math work? It's gonna cost 227 million, and then it's gonna make 83 million in sales, whereas one cost 28 and 11. Oh, it's totally in reverse. The problem is that these drop as loot. So if I can't get enough when I'm going to go and make them into faction stuff, then I will sometimes manufacture them myself. Warriors, 8,600 and 7,800. Just selling for higher than that. Making only 10% on your money though is not good enough. You need to make at least 20. At least 20. If you're not making 20, you shouldn't be doing it. Not with your other expenses. You'll end up with nothing left over. Highway, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right. So that is all of my stuff right here. I probably do want to manufacture a few things so that I can, you know, make some money. And I may want to take that spike back with me. Oh yeah, let's look at building some of these drones here. $5.5 million in spike. And I already have 11 million on the market. So it might equal then sending them down to like a Mar and other places. Because obviously I haven't been selling them here. It's 193 each. And so watching on YouTube, there'll be another episode. We'll continue on doing more industry.